What's up, Geekers, and welcome to episode 16 of the Montreal Canadiens NHL franchise mode. We have been doing fantastic, and I gotta say I'm just proud of everyone that's been stopping by to enjoy the videos, dropping those likes, and showing their support on the channel. You guys mean the world to me. As usual, if you enjoy the content and you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and at the latest, hit that like. It really does mean a lot to know if people like it or not. You can hit the dislike if you dislike something I said. Even write it in the comments. I don't like that you traded this player. I don't like that you said this. It's definitely going to help me improve my channel and make it more accommodating to everyone as much as I can. Now, I'm on this morning because Montreal Canadiens played yesterday on Monday. Usually I do my recordings on Wednesdays, but I'm doing it today, which is a Tuesday, because of the game, and I do want to talk about it a bit. Montreal Canadiens did come out real strong in that first period against the Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, we did slow down a bit at the end. I see people already saying Montreal out in 4, Montreal's done, Montreal did. Guys, we played a great game. Fleury really shone and made some crazy saves, but he gives up a lot of rebounds, and Montreal will capitalize on this. That is what we do. We capitalize on scoring opportunities. It's how we got by Toronto. It's how we got by Winnipeg. Secondly, I'm tired of hearing everyone say that the Canadian division was the weakest division just because of Vancouver and Ottawa. Guys, there was a division that had New Jersey, Buffalo, and Detroit in it. You're not going to tell me that that division didn't have an easier time for the top 4 teams. That was an automatic playoff spot for those 4 teams as well. So I'm really tired of hearing that. Keep in mind, guys, that the North Division is still an NHL division, and the teams were still relatively good. Toronto has some elite players, and I'm not a fan of Toronto. Winnipeg has one of the best top 9 forward lines in the NHL. And, you know, yes, Calgary, they choke in the playoffs, but they have some good players. Montreal, too, we're not a squad of stars, but we're a hard-working team. But I can tell you right now that out of those 4 teams, if they were in any other division, they're better than Anaheim, they're better than Los Angeles, they're better than San Jose, they're better than New Jersey, they're better than Buffalo, they're better than Detroit. So just there, those 4 teams beat out 6 teams in the other divisions minimum, and I didn't even go through everything else, but they're better than the Rangers this year. The Rangers were not a good team this year, so I just want to have people stop saying stuff like that. They were better than Columbus this year, so please respect the North Division. Every single one of those guys are NHL players. The game was a fun game to watch. It was intense. The hitting was good. I expect Vegas to be a very physical team against the Montreal Canadiens, and that is exactly what you need to expect. So Montreal will come out tomorrow playing hard. Well, today basically when this video goes up. They will be playing hard. They know what they have to do. I'm not worried about them. They might lose a game again, but guys, we went down to 3 against Toronto and we managed to get a win. I don't think Montreal will be swept against Vegas. I think we have fight in us. Petrie's coming back, which was a big loss, so let's hold on to that and see how it goes. Now, meanwhile, here we're playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We beat them in 7 in the real life. Let's see how we do against them in simulation. Playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs first. Let's go Habs. We won in 5. They won in 7. I just sneezed. Sorry about that. And it's not to insult, guys, any other division. The Vegas Golden Knights will be by far the best team that the Montreal Canadiens have faced so far in the series. That's what happens when a team wins the President's Trophy. Doesn't mean every other team is shit. Just means they were the best team currently on the ice during the playoffs. Vegas and Colorado both won the President's Trophy. Vegas beat Colorado. Hence, in my opinion, Vegas were the true champions of the season. But keep in mind, they played in a damn place with Arizona, San Jose, Anaheim, and LA. I hope you're the freaking best team in the league. You played against the 4 worst teams in the NHL, minus Buffalo. Let's be serious here. Get off your high horse, guys. You guys played in the worst division. The only 2 good teams were Colorado and freaking Vegas. That's 1-0 Montreal against Toronto with Francisco Thomas getting a goal. And I just want people to realize that, like, you guys are so fast to bash Canadian teams in the States, and other Canadian teams are so fast to bash other Canadian teams. Like, there's no support, and I get it. You know, rivalries and whatever, and Toronto fans hating on Montreal, and Winnipeg fans hating on Montreal because we didn't deserve to make it. And you know what? Yeah, our team's not the best. Gallagher's on our first line. It gives you an idea of what we got. But you got Carey Price in nets. And as much as he has his up and downs, the guy's still probably the best goalie in the NHL. Yeah, I got rid of him on my franchise mode because he's $10 million, and that's a lot of money to invest in a goalie, in my opinion. But got you to the third round of the playoffs again. Guy's worth his pay. He's worth it. That's all I gotta say. That is Serge Damour with another goal, making it 2-0 for Montreal. So just keep in mind, guys, like, you can hate on the Canadiens, you can hate on the Canadian division. I mean, at the end of the day, hockey's hockey. And next year, the Atlantic Division, yeah, Montreal's probably going to finish 5th, right out of the playoff spot. But it's going to be the same time that we finished 5th out of the playoff spot with 98 points. And the other division, the first place team that made it into the division only had 96. And it's just because of the division we were in that we didn't make it, because the teams were too strong. Doesn't mean Montreal's weak. It happens. It happens. Look, I believe in our youth. I believe in Kotkaniemi. I believe in Suzuki. I think Caulfield is going to be very interesting, and that's Moritz Seider with a goal, an empty net goal, and that makes it 3-0. So just keep in mind, guys, this was a hell of a good game. There was some solid hits. Romanov did a fantastic hit on Pietrangelo. Really, like, the hit was insane against Pietrangelo. You can't say it wasn't a good hit. Oh my god. And there was good hits on both sides of the ice. Like, Jesus, man, they hit hard. Vegas is a big team, and you know what, good on you, Vegas. If there's any Vegas fans here, good on you guys. Jesus, you guys have a good team. Like, you guys have a very, very good team, and I'm not gonna try to take that away from you, and no one should take that away from you guys. But don't try to take away the fact that Montreal made it to the playoffs just because you guys are sour, just because you guys feel salty. It happened. In 1993, when the Montreal Canadiens won the Cup, it was pretty much the exact same thing. They didn't think we were going to get past the first round, then we won 11 straight and we made it to the final. This year we won 7 straight and Vegas beat us. Yeah, it finished 4-1. Did you see the goals? Jesus Christ, I've never seen pucks tip so much. But you know what? And by the way, it's 2-0 Toronto. Good on Vegas. They capitalized. Bad icing. Face off in the zone. 3-0. 3-1. Good job, Serge. 3-2. Good job, Zachary Litter. Vegas capitalized, guys. We get a bad icing. A stupid icing. Face off in our zone. Win the face off. Vegas slap shots it in. That's it. Easy. It was deflected. It was amazing. I don't blame Price on that goal. 5-2. Ooh. Price, wake up, buddy. Come on. Second goal, just as good. Really just as good. 6-3. Alright, good job, Caden Gooley. Third goal deflects off Romanov's skate and then off the offensive player's stick, making it 3-1. Right after Caulfield scored. Man, goals are going to go in. Vegas is a high-scoring team. Vegas has a very good offense, and they move the puck so well. Vegas moves that puck, man. 8-3. Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing? Vegas, man. You know how dangerous it is. You have Stone and Pacioretty on your second line. Your best line doesn't even include them, man. This is a 9-3 game. Price is getting lit the fuck up. Wow, I just swore. Sorry about that. 9-3. Jeez, this is a blowout that I'd say, what the hell are the Habs doing there? Not the game yesterday. A 4-1 game is a hockey game. Montreal slowed down in the third period? Absolutely. Did they play like shit in the second? Absolutely. Did we play well in the first? Yeah, we freaking dominated in the first 12 minutes of the game. We had the crowd in the freaking Vegas arena quiet. They were shitting their pants when we got freaking 10 shots in the first 12 minutes of the game. And then we get 7 in the last 2 periods. Montreal played like shit after that. And with 10 minutes left, you think your best idea is to play the guys that are actually playing bad. Gallagher and Danault were useless after the first period, but you decide to play them in the last 10 minutes of the game. You benched Kotkaniemi, who created offensive opportunities. I know I'm biased with Kotkaniemi. I really like the kid. But you benched Kotkaniemi. Oh my god. Guys, your leading scorer. The only guy that's tied to him is Nick Suzuki. They both have 4 goals apiece. And you think I'm going to bench him. That's a good idea. Why? Why would you think that's a good idea? Guy hits, man. He's 6'2", and he's not scared to throw the body. In the last 10 minutes of that game, you have to play guys that can throw the body in the offensive zone, get shots on net, and show Vegas that it's going to be a rough series. That we're not going to let them hit us and make us fall over. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Tyler Toffoli, besides that power play where they scored, and obviously when they played 8 of the last 10 minutes in the third period, were not causing opportunities. They couldn't even get into the zone. And you decide to reward them with more ice time. Suzuki plays more than twice the amount of time Kotkaniemi scores, and Kotkaniemi has as many goals as him. Just to put into perspective. You have a very good player in Kotkaniemi that you drafted 3rd overall, and you're opting not to use him for a guy that you traded for that was drafted 15th overall. Suzuki's good. I have nothing against him. I just find it ridiculous that you benched Kotkaniemi. Guy didn't cause any goals, and the guy played his game. I'm sorry, this is more of a commentary video. This really irked me. It really irked me yesterday, guys. I saw that and I was freaking out. I messaged the banana and I go, what the hell? It's so dumb. Why did they bench him? And he literally goes, I know, dumbest thing ever. Parentheses on the dumb. We use another word. How? But it's okay. Like I said, Montreal played well in the first period. We slowed down a bit. It's literally the story of the playoffs. Every team that had rest comes in really shaky. It's just the way that the playoffs are written this year. So do I expect a better game in game 2? Yeah, I think so. Pichu might be back. That's a huge piece. Pichu's probably the only defense we have speed-wise, besides, let's say, Romanov in the youth. So the only defense with experience speed-wise that can keep up with every player in Vegas, which is a huge difference. So, yeah, absolutely. Is there going to be changes in the lineups? Probably. Are they going to bring in Jake Evans? Probably. Are they going to bench Kotkaniemi? Most likely, because, parentheses on the dumb, they're dumb. There's other players that you can get rid of instead of Kotkaniemi, who's your leading goal scorer. But, he didn't score a goal this game, so we're going to bench him. Well, guess what? Neither did Suzuki. And he had twice the ice time. And you also want to know something? Kotkaniemi had a better face-off percentage and more face-offs won than Suzuki. And he did less of them. But he still had more won. And that's where I get mad. Because I have nothing against Suzuki. But he doesn't always play to earn his minutes. And he does make mistakes. And the coach still rewards him. And that's where I get mad. Because that's Montreal. We fall in love with a player, and no matter how bad they are, we will reward them. Same thing with Gallagher. He'll make a mistake, we reward him. Daniel makes a mistake, we reward him. Sherrod caused 2 of the goals yesterday, and we rewarded him. He was never in position in the defensive zone. Never. On Martinez's goal, Sherrod came off the penalty box and went into the corner where you already had 2 defense and left the guy completely alone in the slot. You're a freaking defense. What are you doing? Look at the play. See where your guys are and adjust. That's the problem. Montreal rewards the players they like no matter how many mistakes they make. And if you're not in their favorites, they won't reward you. Well, guess what? Kotkaniemi was not the reason why we lost the game yesterday, and he should not have been benched. Sherratt was on for 2 of their goals that shouldn't have happened. He got bad penalties. Guy loves to play physical and loves the contact, and he's a good defense. But yesterday he tried to do too much and he got in his own head. And you're gonna tell me that's okay? Doesn't make sense. Montreal's a good team, and we have good players. They showed the stats yesterday. 9 goals from 3 players between Suzuki, Kotkaniemi, and Caulfield. And guess what? Before yesterday, it was 8 goals. It was Suzuki and Kotkaniemi. The veteran presence we brought in with Stahl, Edmondson, Toffoli, and Perry. 10 goals with those 4 guys. 19 goals between the veterans we brought in, the new guys, and the youth. Nothing mentioned about how good Danault is or how good Gallagher is. The guys that Bergevin wants to build the core around, you have your core, and you're still penalizing one of them. It's the second year in a row in the playoffs he's your top scorer. Second year in a row he has the most goals for your team in the playoffs. And you penalize him but Gallagher needs to score, we need to make him play more. No, Gallagher doesn't have to score. Gallagher's a good player. He works hard, he pushes the puck, he goes into the corners, he grinds the net. That's his role. He's not your number 1 winger. Snap out of it. I have nothing against Gallagher. He is a good player and he gets his goals. I'm not talking about Kotkaniemi, there's another one for him. He gets the goals, Gallagher. But you don't have to rely on him anymore. You have talent. You have young players that are better than him. Your 2 centers in Suzuki and Kotkaniemi are better than Danault offensively. Danault's your 3rd line defensive center. Danault's your new Plekanec. If he doesn't want to see that, too bad. You're the coach. You're the GM. You tell him what his role is. Come on. Like I said, I'm not mad at the way the Montreal Canadiens played yesterday. We played a decent game in the beginning. We slacked off a bit at the end, whether it was fatigue or just lack of preparedness from fresh legs. I don't know. But I don't want to hear people saying that it's over. Montreal's going to lose in 4. Montreal's going to fight. Montreal's going to win a game. We're not a team that keels over. No offense to the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're not a Toronto Maple Leafs that if we go down a few goals, we give up. That if we go down a few games, we give up. We push back and fight. When it was 3-1 Toronto, Montreal made it 3-2 in the series. You already saw Toronto's strength dip a bit. Then we made it 3-3 and you saw the heart in Toronto was gone. They thought they had it in the bag and they lost it. That's not Montreal. Montreal doesn't just go, oh, it's done. It's done. That's not what Montreal does. You understand? They will fight back. We've been doing that all year, guys. All we had to do was fight back. When we lost Gallagher, Drouin, Weber, Price, Danault at one point, you're losing, as sad as it say, key players, because Danault was in the lineup. I guess he's a key player defensively, yeah. No wonder we barely squeaked into the playoffs. You lost a whole line for half a season, plus your number 1 goalie in your team, the number 1 goalie in your division, the number 1 goalie probably in the NHL, still in the world potentially. So yeah, it does suck. And now that we're making a push, Montreal sucks. Yeah, Carey Price definitely is what's making it happen. I'm not gonna lie, Carey Price is definitely making the Montreal Canadiens compete in the playoffs. He did the exact same thing against the Rangers, and that's why Kreider took him out. Back in 2014, 2013.
Let's get physical on that play. And he sprints to the bench to get the extra attacker out on the ice. Drills
100%.
Puck grab by Nylander. Time for the official to pass
That's
down
literally
his sentence.
Carey
The
Price.
Canadiens have been called for hooking.
Your team all
There's
the way
certain
through to
plays,
the
as
end.
soon as they happen, the red flag goes
All
up for the
the way
official.
through.
Stick goes
That's
across the
why
player's waist.
he's the
He's
best
looking
goalie.
for hooking.
The game has become better since they've cracked down on obstruction, Ray.
Vasilevsky's phenomenal.
A huge opportunity for
But he's
the
got a
man
team that can put
advantage
6
here.
goals in the net.
Sometimes you
every
have
game.
to wait for your chances. Other times they come on a
Marc-Andre
gift
Fleury
basket.
with Pittsburgh was
Hello,
phenomenal.
power play in overtime.
But he had a team that could put 5-6 goals in the
And
net
he
every
came out
game.
and challenged him. Good save.
Now he's with a team that can put in 4 to 5 goals in the net
Tremendous
every game.
read and even
Carey
clear
Price is with a team that if he lets in more than 3 goals, our losing percentage is 92%. If he lets in 3 goals. If he lets in less than 3 goals, our winning percentage is 100%. That's the team Carey Price is playing.
The Canadiens will
He
kill
has
off
to
a few
be
extra
on the
seconds
ball
now.
and never let in more than
Smart
2 goals a
defensive play
game.
there.
And now you guys are
The
going to start
Leafs
saying
get a
he's
hold
shit
of the
because he
puck
let in
along
4
the
goals
boards.
and Montreal is shit, let's get rid of them.
They're picking up
No, that's
steam
just the
through
way
the
we're built.
neutral
We're not
zone.
built as a high
With
scoring team.
authority.
We're built as a
They'll
shutdown
want
team.
to clear the zone here
And if
while
our
they're
shutdown
trying to kill
doesn't
off
work
this penalty.
and this team manages to score goals
Gets
because
it
they
out of his
overpower
own
us,
end.
outplay us, however you want to call
Skaters
it,
go off for a line change here on
They're
this
gonna get the
power
win.
play. From the left side,
They're
they
going to
gain
get
the
the win.
zone.
and that's what
Montreal's
happened.
got a hold of it against the
Vegas
wall.
outplayed us.
From the
We had
left
some
side,
good
he
moments.
moves it up ahead.
Price did some phenomenal saves. That save
The
on
Canadiens played along
Stone
the
was
wing. Oh,
insane.
that's a good hit.
What
Quick
a
feed to
save.
Riley.
And then literally returned the favor to
Toronto's
Marchessault on the
moving
other
the puck
side.
through center ice.
Phenomenal saves.
To his
But Vegas
teammate.
needed to
Game
move,
on his
man. Did you
stick.
see the way he was
Oh,
sliding
nice
back and
save to
forth,
keep it
back and
tied.
forth, back and
He's
forth?
really enjoying the spotlight of being one of the league leaders in goals.
Insane.
You take more responsibility. You have to
Insane,
produce.
man. They
And
made
he
him
seems
move.
to embrace it all.
And they did
Puck
not hold
possession
back.
so critical. Another face-off coming up here. The Leafs win the draw.
You can't tell
the
me that
Canadiens will try to shave a few
the Habs
seconds
aren't
off
good.
this penalty now.
The Habs are there
Puck
because they
moved back
deserve
to
to
the
be
neutral
there.
zone.
Vegas
The
is there
Leafs
because
have
they
it
deserve
behind
to
the
be there.
cage. From the left wing, takes the feed.
At the end of the day, whether Winnipeg was
Pass
there
to
or
Lecision.
Toronto was there,
Can't connect.
it would have been the same thing. This game.
And now it's grabbed by
Vegas is a
Kotkaniemi.
good team. Hell, I think if
Looking
Toronto was there, it would have been even worse because they collapse. They stop playing as soon as they go down.
Solid body contact.
They're not able
Puck
to
exits the zone.
pull themselves together.
The Canadiens will play it in their
And
own end.
that's not being mean. You
The
saw
Leafs
it
can't
in the
take
way they
advantage
played
of the
against Montreal
overtime
whenever they
power
go
play.
down a game
Sometimes
or a few
the
points.
opportunity shows up.
They'd
at
really
a
start letting go.
critical point. Here we are in
They
overtime.
panic.
You got a power play, and they
You know,
don't
and Montreal got
cash
some
in.
The Sherrod
Big
tossing
miss.
it over the ice like that. Across the ice. Literally dumps it across the ice. Like, man, that can't happen. It's mistakes that cost you if you do that. But that's enough.
Well, that's
you know?
one way to win the draw as he skates away
I just wanted
with
to
the
bend a
puck
bit because
after
I didn't
the two
appreciate they
centers were
bench
tied
caught
up.
Kotkaniemi.
There's the whistle.
And-
Offside is the call. Stopping
And I
the
didn't
play.
appreciate the comments I was seeing today. It was bothering me. I'm going to probably get a bunch on my YouTube channel now when I say Montreal played well against Vegas. That's going to be my title of my episode. Montreal played well against Vegas. Just so I get a bunch of like,
face-off set to go, and we are back underway.
you know, like,
Montreal's
jeez.
got him along the wall.
But if anybody
From
stayed
one
all the way to
point
this
man to
point,
another.
my rant's
Here's
done.
a shot.
Thank you for staying.
Backhander.
I
Gives
appreciate it.
them
You guys are
nothing
the
in
real
front.
people.
Nice move by the goalie to get out close to the
You guys are
shooter.
good geekers.
And that
You guys
pass
support.
goes awry.
Remember,
Gets
geeks
the
isn't just
puck
people
over
like
to
anime
Fisher.
or video games or Pokemon or card games or D&D.
Canadiens
Geeks is
have it
anyone that
against
has a
the
passion
wall.
about anything. I'm a hockey geek.
Montreal's
I'm a
got the
D&D
puck
geek.
inside
I'm
the
a video game
defensive
geek. I'm an
zone.
anime geek. I'm
Kotkaniemi's got it
DD king.
across the line. Centering pass.
And Montreal win. There's no Montreal gets in the win. So that's it. Like, we made it to the next round. Again, we won 3-2. Toronto was able to get past the first round, but they just faced the Montreal Canadiens and can't get past the second round now. That's just brutality, you know? Brutality. But no, that's it, guys. At the end of the day, I am proud of the Canadiens, the way they played. 8-2. This is phenomenal. We are doing really well. Look at the points right here in the playoffs. Okay, you 87. I thought it was an 87 overall. I'm like, dude, you dropped? Why are you dropping, man? You're like 27 years old. Okay. 13, 12, 11. That's a total top five right there. 6-2, 6-1, 6-2. Cole Caulfield, 9 points in the club. Good job, man. Top 6, like I said. See, 4.9 million is fine. If you ask for more next year, that's what I'm worried about. See what his extension is next year. Not to trade him. There's Zachary Litter, like 87, second line D, 9 points, second line center. Like, you know, that's weird. Like I said, if I have to trade anyone, it's literally this. I'm gonna keep Cotton and serve them more, obviously. Francisco Thomas, we had him signed at 1.1 million for 1 year, so we'll see how he goes. Pugliarvi's gonna move soon. He has 1 year left. I'm not selling him back. Gonna pay Peyton Krebs either. We're not gonna sign back. So we're looking good right now, making it into the 3rd round. Let's see who we're playing. Let's see who we're playing. That's the important part. And again, in 5. That's just insane. All right. So 4-1, 3-2 Capitals. I think we may be facing the Capitals. Oh boy. And both Canadian teams look like they're on the way out. They are. We're the last Canadian team in the series. Again. And look, not to take it away from Vegas. They made it to the 3rd round again. Vegas is a phenomenal team. And it has nothing to do with Montreal being bad. So Vegas versus Minnesota. Montreal versus the Rangers. So let's go look at the Rangers standings. And that's where we're going to end the video today. Let's go look at the New York. Alright, New York Rangers. Capo Caco has 16.7 goals, 9 assists, and 88 overall. They have Seth Jones on the D, alright. They have Dominic Cahoon, alright, 85 overall. They have Rob Fabry, alright. Terry Boomer, 6'4", elite low depth forward. Okay, that's interesting. Power forward too. Nice. Alright, Ned Duffy, 60. They're big boys. Oh my goodness. They are big. Mika Zibanejad, 84 overall. Okay. Shane Bowers, alright. Kirby Duff. Hey, they got Kirby Duff. 87 power forward. Good on you, my man. Way to play. Alright, Nikolai Oportin. Alright. Josh Morrissey. Colton Pareko. Wow, okay, they're just Winnipeg, St. Louis right there. Hayden Fleury. Pavel Grachev, okay. Alright, they're not bad. Who's their goal? They're riding Chris Drieger, 8 wins, the 73 overall. How did they make it? How did they make it? Obviously, like, every goalie should be there, but there we go. Obviously, yeah. Okay, so there's Philip Gustafson left, 85 overall. Thatcher Demko, 88 overall. Chris Drieger, 73 overall. And Kirk Parse, 86 overall. How? Andrei Vasilevsky is with Washington. Elvis Merzlikins, Grubauer, Hill. These 81 overall. Like, what the hell is this? Spencer Knight. Alright. Spencer Knight, 89 overall. Good for you, man. Cal Pedersen. Alright. Nedeljkov. Okay. Carter Hart, 89. Good for you, Carter Hart. You made it into the All-Star. How about the cricket? Who was the worst goalie in the playoffs? There you go. Igor Shesterkin was the first goalie eliminated. Caden Primo, you played one game as well. You got a loss. About 928 save percentage. You played, oh my god, 2 shots. He did his 2 saves. Guy's amazing. Alright guys, that's going to be the episode for today. We're going to be posting it up on Wednesday, which is going to be tomorrow, or well, not today for those that are watching it, which is going to be June 16th. And then I'm going to be recording the other episode as well, probably tonight or tomorrow, to prepare it for Friday, as I will be out of town and unable to post and record that day. So thank you for stopping by. If you guys enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I mean, write the comments what you think about my little rant there. I'm sorry. Like I said, go Habs go. I don't think we're going to lose in 4 to Vegas. Let's see how it pans out. But let's see how people like my my title when I go, Montreal will not lose in 4 to Vegas. No, I'm kidding. It's just, it's intense. We'll see what happens. Thank you for stopping by, guys. Have a good day, good morning, good evening, depending when you're watching this video, and we'll see you on the flip side. Take care.